Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now look. So for this one, this about a time when some fake beef turned into some real beef. You know what I'm saying? How about that? Okay. Now y'all know I gotta start this shit all the way from the top so that it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and jump in this time capsule. We about to go back to '07. Alright. Now we go back to 2007, right? I told you I was gang banged out, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was on the block doing the motherfucking thing, right? Well, I didn't told y'all about my cousin Brian. You know what I'm saying? Told y'all about that in the video I made about the three most important men that I lost while I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? And Brian was one of them. You know what I'm saying? So start with my cousin Brian. You know what I'm saying? Now, Brian lived in the suburbs, right? He stayed in a little city called Livonia. Anybody around this Michigan, Detroit, Tri County area, y'all know about Livonia. You know what I'm saying? Livonia is like known to be like a racist town. You know what I'm saying? But this is where my cousin lived at. You know what I'm saying? And he was just so infatuated with my life, because I grew up in the hood and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So he was just so infatuated with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? So we used to hang out all the time. That was my dog. You know what I'm saying? It's cuz. You know what I'm saying? Well, he always was like asking me questions about the hood. You know what I'm saying? What type of shit was I doing? Blah 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 blah. So I'm just always filling him in, like, yeah, me and the guys, we doing this, we doing that, blah 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 blah, right? So he just like so in shock, like, damn, for real, y'all really be on there, y'all be doing this, woo, woo, woo. Like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, it's a little hot out here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell yeah, He like, hold on. So he like, why don't you take me through there sometime? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what y'all be doing and stuff like that. Cause mind you, he from the suburbs, so he don't know how I go in the hood. He just be hearing shit. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take you through there. Let me know when you ready. You know what I'm saying? He like, shit, I think I'm ready. Now mind you, me and Brian, we used to hang out all the time from like the time I was like 15 all the way to about like 18, 19. Like, we hung out all the time. I always was out there in his city in Livonia, with him and his friends and, all of them suburban kids. They all loved me like it was all love. You know what I'm saying? They fucked with me because they knew I was from the streets for real. You know what I'm saying? So it was just all love. Well, the time came. B said he was ready to go to the hood, right? I'm like, all right, bet. I'm about to come get you. He just called me one day, was like, yeah, take me through there. Like, bet. So I come pull up, right? I come pull up, I get to his house. He got this guy there, which is his cousin. I'm his cousin on his daddy's side. This is his cousin on his mama's side. Now, dog, his name is Doe. Like money, cash, dough, cheese, however you call it. That was his name, Doe, right? Well, this nigga was shady, and I did not like him. You know what I'm saying? I never liked him. Like, he just a shady ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky as hell, shady. I just didn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there and I seen him, I'm like, why the fuck would B had me come over here and I don't like this nigga? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I get out the car, I go in the house, I get the kicking with B. Man, what's up? The fuck you on? He like, man, bro was supposed to be getting his ride, you know what I'm saying? But his ride didn't show up. Whoopie whoop. He like, man, I was thinking like he could just ride with us for a minute, you know. I'm like, man, hell no, I don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, come on, bro. I can't leave him here at the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gotta go with us. Woo woo. I'm like, man, here you go with your bullshit. You know, he like, man, it's cool. We gonna be all good. Ain't no problem. Woo, woo. We ain't gonna do shit, man. We good. Woo, woo. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So the plan was, was to go to the hood and shit, and then we'll link up with some broads type shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I changed the plan on that. I'm not taking dog to my hood. You know what I'm saying? I take him to my hood. We gonna do his ass because I don't like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the hood shit was over with. Plus, I ain't want him knowing where I was from, where I be at, or none of that anyway. So the hood thing was dead. So now I'm on the phone calling bitches up, trying to get some shit on the floor. Man, all of them spent the hell out of me. All of them, right? So we just riding around looking stupid with nothing to do. Next thing you know, the nigga Doe, his phone ring, right? So he pick up, he talking to whoever he talking to. He hang up. He like, yeah, man, I got this party we can go to, little hotel room party. Woo woo. I'm like, hotel? He like, yeah, bro, it's a bunch of bitches there. Woo, woo, man. Let's go fuck with the hoes. That's the type of shit we was on anyway. Let's go fuck with the hoes. I got the room for us. Woo, woo. I looked at my cousin B. He like, man, come on, bro. I'm like, all right, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him where the room was at. He told me. I knew where this hotel room was at. You know what I'm saying? So we pulled right up there, right? We get to the room. Mind you, it's just me, my cousin Brian, and Doe, right? We get to the room. We knocking on the door. While we knocking on the door, we hear people in the room talking. You know what I'm saying? So we could hear, a mixture of people, guys and girls. But of course, we hear the man voice, more so than the women's voice. But we hear women's voice too, you know. So the door open. Door open. So dude answered the door. He let us in. You know what I'm saying? Walk in instantly. You see about 7, 8 niggas. You know what I'm saying? All lined up around the bed and shit. So I'm looking like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of sausage fest is going on in this bitch? I'm like, where the fuck is the women at? You know what I'm saying? So turn around, like the bed right there and shit, like right behind the bed was the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like the bathroom was in the bedroom type shit. So I turn around, I look in the bathroom because I could hear the girl's voice coming from the bathroom. Turn around, look in the bathroom. There's 2 girls in there and 3 niggas in there with them. So it's over 10 niggas in this little bitty ass room with 2 women. And me and my two, that's 3 more of us in there. So now it's like 15 niggas in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And 2 girls. Not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at my cousin B. I'm like, see, this why I don't fuck with this janky ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he always be on bullshit. I just don't fuck with him. Well, be like, yeah, man, you right, bro. Let's go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm like, shit, come on. So he tells Doe, he like, come on, let's roll out. So Doe go talk to the girls and shit. He tell them we up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck is the damn sausage fest in here? You know what I'm saying? So we leaving. We walk out the door, right? Nah, I didn't mention this. Now let me throw this in here. Back then, we was wearing the 5950s, the fitted hats. You know what I'm saying? And when we wear them hats, we like put our hood on like the back of the hat. So basically everybody know what hood we from type shit. That was just Detroit shit. That's what niggas was doing back then, right? So on the back of my head, I had 7 Mile Bar Road on there. You know what I'm saying? That's my block. That's my hood. You know what I'm saying? So I had the block and the hood on the back of my head. You know. So, mind you, I'm in the room with all of these niggas. All these niggas see my head. They see Wood, all of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't say shit the whole time in that bitch, right? So, damn blunt went out. Hold up. So, we walking out the door. Now I hear niggas, chattering like some little sneaky shit. And I really couldn't get out what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? So, we walk down the hallway to the elevators, right? The elevator is about 5 or 6 doors down from the room that they was in, right? So we walk all the way from the room all the way to the elevators. We get to the elevators. We waiting on the elevator to pop. The elevator finally get up there, the doors pop. We walk in that motherfucker. While we walking in there, the door, you hear a door opening. Right when we walking in the elevator, you hear one of the hotel room doors open. The door open, niggas was like, it had to been like three voices. Niggas was like, fuck 7 Mile Bar Road. You know what I'm saying? By this time, we on the elevator. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to push the elevator uh, door open, but you know what I'm saying? So I can step off this bitch. My cousin grabbed me like, bro, they got us outnumbered. Woo, woo. Like, fuck that. You seen they wasn't on shit when we was in there, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right. So we going down the elevator. We was like on the 8th floor. You know what I'm saying? So while we coming down from the 8th floor all the way to the 1st floor, my mind just kept going. Like, man, fuck that. I ain't letting that slide. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we got down to like to the 2nd floor, before the damn elevator even made it to the bottom, before the doors open, all that, I didn't already had it made up in my mind. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm coming back. So I hop right on the phone. I called the guys. Called the guys on the block, you know. I called one of the homies. He pick up. I'm like, man, who all over there? He like, shit, everybody. I'm like, all right, bet. Pull right up, right? While I'm pulling up, my cousin and Doe, they like, damn, what the fuck is all them niggas? Like, it was a every day on the block. We was at least 20 deep on the block every day. You know what I'm saying? This day, we like 30 deep on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So we pull up, I hop out, I tell the homies what happened. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what? I'm like, on everything, you know what I'm saying? They disrespecting us on some weak shit. So I'm like, evidently these niggas know who we is to even be on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dog, fuck that. We about to spin the block. You know what I'm saying? They like big. We went up there 4 cars deep, 4 niggas in each car. So that's 16 niggas. We was 16 deep. You know what I'm saying? We rode up there 4 cars deep, no lie. You know what I'm saying? And my cousin B is deceased. I would not lie on the dead. I don't play like that. Now, at the same time, I came back with all of them guys, and it was still a bunch of guys left on the block. You know what I'm saying? That was just what we had enough room for. So I'm like, hey, this enough. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But it was still like 10, I ain't gonna say 15. It might have been 10 to 12 more guys still on the block. You know what I'm saying? No lie. So we all pull off. We get to the room, right? As soon as we all get out the cars, we lined our cars up right in front of the hotel entrance, right where the opening is. We lined all our cars up right there. Boom. We walk in that bitch. We like the mob. You know what I'm saying? We in there tweaking. We ready to go. You know what I'm saying? The damn what you call it, clerks and shit. They looking at us like, oh my god. They already knew we was on some bullshit. You know. So we came in there, jumped on the elevator, shot up to the 8th floor. Boom. Back up there, right? So we get up there. Mind you, I got my cousin B and Doe with us. B and Doe, them niggas don't be on it. You know what I'm saying? But they with us, so they about to experience some shit. type shit. You know what I'm saying? They know they don't got to do shit because it was already enough of us. We was gonna handle it anyway. You know. So I'm basically telling them like y'all just watch. You know what I'm saying? We about to handle this shit. Like y'all want to know some street shit so bad, watch this. You know what I'm saying? So they was excited and nervous at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But they was with it. You know. So anyway, we get up there to the 8th floor, right? We all get off the elevator. We all walking up the hallway to get to the door. We get to the door. Boom, boom, boom. Knocking on that bitch, right? I hear people in there talking. I tell all the homies, I'm like, y'all hang back. You know, I don't want them seeing all y'all, you know. So they all pull back like 2 or 3 doors down. You know what I'm saying? Now I knock on the door again. All the talking stopped. Next thing you know, the door open. When the door open, it's two niggas standing at the door. Two of the niggas that was in there. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they like, what the fuck you on? Woo woo. I turn my head around to the back. So now that the back side is facing them, where it say my hood and my block on it, right? I'm like, yeah, so y'all niggas said fuck something on Burrow, what's up? I pull my pants up. They looking nervous, but they still like trying to get on guard, like, all right, what's up then? So while we like about to square up type shit, one of the girls, she had cut through them two niggas. Like, no lie, she came cut right through them. So I kind of fell back because I don't hit one. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell back. I'm thinking she trying to get out the room, like she trying to get out the way or whatever, because she know it's about to go down. So I fall back, you know, to let her go past type shit. That ain't what she was doing. She knew that I brought some motherfuckers with me. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas at the door, they didn't even realize my man's in them right here. You know what I'm saying? They thinking it's just me. But I got the gang right here. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So girl come cut through they crowd. She instantly looked down the hallway and seen all my guys. She like, oh hell no. She flew back so quick, slammed the door. Boom. She slammed the door. She arguing with them niggas back and forth. They just arguing. I'm like, you gotta go ahead, come on up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on out. They in there arguing like a motherfucker. I'm like, these bitch ass niggas don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? So me and my man, we all in the hallway. Like, hey, soon as that door open, we in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was on it type shit. You know, I'm telling them, I'm like, hey, y'all got to check out at some point, and we gonna be here. So y'all might as well come out that bitch. You know, like, man, we was talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing you know, another door open, about 3 doors down. It was a black woman. She had peeked her head out. She was like, I think y'all want to get away from here because I called the police. She slammed the door. I'm like, oh shit. She called the hood. We out of here. Man, we didn't even run to the elevators because we wasn't trying to get caught on them. So we went for the stairway. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, we on the 8th floor. So we had flew down all them flights of stairs. Mind you, it's 16 of us flying down 8 flights of stairs. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine it? You know what I'm saying? So while we doing it, one of the bros, his head fell off. Right in the middle of the crowd of everybody. This nigga was literally in the smack dab middle of everybody. And his head fell off his head. And instead of leaving the head, the nigga turned around and tried to grab the head. So we all fell over this nigga. Maybe only like 2 or 3 people didn't fall, but everybody else, we all falling down the damn stairs, man, like dominoes type shit. And my cousin B was one of the niggas that didn't fall, you know, because I was looking at him when I was going down with everybody else, you know, he was like right in front of us, so he missed that crowd, you know what I'm saying? And he was looking at us and he was laughing and shit. Like, it was just so exciting to him, man. Rest in peace, my cuz, man. I wish he was still here. But he was just so excited by this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we all get up. This nigga grabbed his head. We all talking shit like this bitch ass nigga. Woo, woo, knocked us all down. We still running down the stairs. Boom. We ran down the stairs so far. We ran down to the basement. I didn't even know they had a basement. I thought just the bottom floor, would be the main floor. Nah, that bitch was in the basement. So we then ran down to the basement. We in the basement looking around in the dark, like, what the fuck going on? How the fuck do we get up out of here? You know what I'm saying? Like, we about to get stuck in this bitch. Next thing you know, one of the homies peeked over, from the stairway when we went down into the basement. He came and stood over, they opened it. He like, get y'all dumbasses up here. Like, oh, what the fuck? We all hopped up on the stairway, ran up the stairs, ran out the door, right? We all run out the door. We jump in our car. You just hear a whole bunch of the doors slamming. Boom, 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 boom. We all got the fuck on. This happened in the city of Southfield. Everybody know about Southfield. No, Southfield do not play. You know what I'm saying? So we got the fuck on. We got back to the hood. You know what I'm saying? We like, damn, that's crazy. Because right when we was pulling out of there, that hotel like sit off the freeway. So it do like the little Michigan U-turn and everything. So we had to do a little Michigan U-turn to go back around to get to our hood. You know what I'm saying? When we was doing that little U-turn around the freeway, we looking on the other side of the freeway and we see the cop cars pulled up to the hotel. So they literally just missed us. We literally just went around the bend and they had pulled up. You know what I'm saying? We literally just got the fuck on. So I'm showing B and them. I'm like, look, they go to cops. You know what I'm saying? Like they right there. They looking like, damn, that's crazy. So we ride off. We get to the hood. We on the block talking about it, all this shit. Man, dog and my cousin B, man, one of the most exciting days they ever had. You know what I'm saying? So after we got done talking about all that, I went to drop Doe and B off. When I dropped B off, he was like, bro, that was the craziest shit I ever experienced in my life. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, it just happened out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He was like, it wasn't like it was just something you was on. He was like, this was something that happened through somebody else and you reacted like instantly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's just how I was. You know what I'm saying? And my guys, they was with it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever I was on, they was on. Whatever they was on, I was on. We was all on the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't asked no questions. All you had to do was just say, hey, whoopie whoop. And we like, all right, big. And we on it. You know what I'm saying? So it just fucked them up to see for them to see how quick we reacted to some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, while I'm dropping B off, he telling me, how crazy that shit was and all of that. So we pieced out. He go in the house, I go home. He called me that next day. He told all his people about it. Everybody excited to hear this shit come from me. They can't wait till I come back over there. They want me to tell them the story. They want to hear it from me now. Like I was like a celebrity out there. No lie. You know what I'm saying? And I was on rims, paint jobs, sounds, TV, radio. I was doing all this shit young. You know what I'm saying? So they was infatuated with me, like for real. And I made B look good because that's my cousin. So I'm right next to him, like, hell yeah, woo, woo. I don't know what that is. That motherfucker going. So he telling me, he told his people about the shit. I'm like, man, that shit wasn't nothing. But I'm like, evidently, them niggas know us or something. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck was they saying fuck us for? Like, they had to know us. So I'm telling B, I'm like, hey, I'm going to do my research and I'm going to find out who these niggas is. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, leave that shit alone. I'm like, hell no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I need to find out who these niggas is. So he like, all right, bro. Maybe like 2 months roll by, right? We ain't had no sign, no trace on these guys, nothing. You know what I'm saying? About 2 months go by. I'm in my hood. I'm pulling out this little car lot. It's called the Apollo Strip. It's the Apollo Market, and they got a bunch of little bitty stores. You know what I'm saying? Inside this lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pulling out the Apollo, right? While I'm pulling out of there, I hear some niggas hollering at me. You know what I'm saying? I had my music down. I heard niggas hollering, coming from my left side. So I look over, and there's four niggas, and they all like walking towards me. I had never seen these guys in my life. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck is these guys. You know what I'm saying? From a distance, I really don't know who they is. But they like flag me down, like telling me to hold on. So I'm waiting on them. They walk up to me. They didn't come all the way up to me. They got like halfway. You know what I'm saying? So they come up so far. They like, yeah, you the nigga that was at the hotel. I'm like, what? The hotel? What the fuck is they talking about? You know what I'm saying? They like, yeah, nigga, you was at the hotel. Ooh, ooh. I'm like, oh shit. It clicked in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, y'all them niggas? Mind you, this is my hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, y'all them niggas. I parked my car right there. Jump right out that bitch. I was by myself. You know what I'm saying? I hop right out that bitch. I'm like, what's up? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Swear to God, all them niggas, some hoes. All four of them niggas walked across the street. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. All four of them walked across the street, right? I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas some bitches. Y'all know what it is. Woo woo. And at that time, I had a T-shirt made with my street sign on it. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual corner I hung out on and everything. Like that was the shirt I was wearing. You know what I'm saying? And it was big as hell. Like it was my whole street sign. You know what I'm saying? I hop back in the car. I pull up on the block. Three of my guys was on the block. I tell them what happened. They like, oh, straight up, big. We all jumped in the car. So we 4 deep. I'm like, it's four of them, it's four of us. We about to get it. We pull right back up on them. Right back on 7 Mile. They was standing at this corner, at this it's a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? They was standing there at the corner. Man, we pulled up right on the corner, parked on the edge. Now, the corner where we parked at on that street is called Hayden. Hey, on that block, them niggas is known to be 100 deep on that block all day, every day. Everybody that know about that first block of Hayden off of 7 Mile, like that block stayed 100 deep every day. You know what I'm saying? And they was their own shit. But anyway, pull up park. We all hop out the car. We run right up on them niggas. We ran up on them. They ain't even peep us. By the time they finally peeped us, we was already on. I squared up. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, let's get it. So the main nigga that was talking shit, he get the bagging up like, all right, come on, let's go. So we all squared up, running up on them, and they running from us. They literally ran from us, man. Like, swear to God, they ran from us, right? So they running up 7 Mile, dipped on us, right? I'm like, okay. I'm out there throwing my shirt up, talking shit and all that, right? So next thing you know, me and my guys, we walk into my car. We about to get in the car and pull off, right? I just so happened to look up because I remember, like, hold on, this block, these niggas be tripping on this block. You know what I'm saying? Look down the block, it's 100 of them niggas, and they all standing there looking at us. I'm like, oh shit. Now on that side, we call it the other side. So we was from the other side of 7 Mile, but we was on their side of 7 Mile. So we on the other side. So basically, we not on our turf no more. We on the other side. I seen all them looking at us. I looked at my guys. All of them was on the same shit. Like, they come down here, we gonna have to do that. So we like, all right. So we all like lined up behind each other. So we all like It was like one here, then one here, one behind me. So we all was able to watch each other back. You know what I'm saying? That's what we formed, like, because we had to be ready. Like it was just too much shit going on back then. So we did that. They didn't run up on us. We waited there for like a minute or two. They didn't do shit. They was just standing there looking at us. So I told my niggas, I'm like, come on, let's just get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? They like, all right. We all went and jumped in the car. We pulled off. Mind you, them other niggas we got into it, they ran, they gone. Now we on some other shit with all these niggas. You know what I'm saying? We get in the car. Instead of me bagging out and going down 7 Mile, I roll down a block where all them niggas was at. So I ride down the block. All my niggas quiet as hell. We all in the car, just quiet. All the niggas on the block, quiet. We all riding past. While we riding past, we looking at everybody. Everybody looking at us. Did nobody say nothing. And I'm riding by real slow. You know what I'm saying? Like real true facts. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said nothing. So we kept going. We got off the block. Went back on our side. We talked about that shit. So now we like, okay, we know these niggas in our hood. And I'm like, I knew that they knew who we was because what type of time was they on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just be saying fuck a hood and you don't know shit about them. Like, your ass get killed playing like that, you know? So I knew that they knew us. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. They live in the hood. So I'm like, yeah, they be on one of them blocks on Kentfield, Stout, one of them blocks over there. Like, we gonna catch them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That was the play. Well, these niggas ducked us. You know what I'm saying? Man, they ducked us for like a month, right? We riding all through there looking for them niggas and everything. They ducked the fuck out of us, right? So one day, I pull up to my job. At the time, I was working at this place called Bob's Pizza. You know, I was delivering. I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I was delivering there. I was making good money, all that shit. And mind you, it's a pizza joint in the hood. This was way before DoorDash, way before that. This was just strictly in-house delivery. You know what I'm saying? This shit was so old school. It wasn't, what can you say? Automatic pay, and all that shit. Like what's going on now? Mm-mm. When basically you had to call and place your order. You call and place your order. They tell you your total. They say, okay, it's $52. You be like, all right, boom. Have your $52 ready when the driver get there. I get there with the food. You got to give me the $52. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it operated back then. You know, it was straight cash, wasn't no card, unless you walked in the store and paid with your card. But delivery straight cash. You know what I'm saying? I was making good money. You know, so I walk in there one day, right? I pulled up in the parking lot. I go to walk in, to go get me a delivery, right? When I walk in there, I see the niggas in the lobby, the niggas that we got into it with, I'm like, what? They didn't peep me though. So I hurried up, bagged up out the door. I'm like, I should get the guys, but I'm like, they'll probably be gone by the time I get back with the guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm just have to run up on them. This my only shot. I got to get them right now. Man, I swear to God, I ran right in that bitch. Ran right up on them niggas. Yeah. What's that one shit? What y'all was on? Me by myself, and it was three of them at this time. You know what I'm saying? Me by myself. Like, what's up? What y'all niggas on? You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, them niggas copped a plea. Niggas like, nah, bro, it's all good. We ain't on that woo woo. I'm like, yeah, I thought so, nigga. Y'all got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? They like, nah, bro, we ain't really mean like that woo woo. So I ain't even gonna lie. Long story short, we got to kicking it, and them niggas actually was cool. You know what I'm saying? Through after all of that, we shook hands. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving, type shit. So we was cool. Man. Ever since then, I was seeing them niggas all the time, and every time I seen them, they was throwing the deuces at me. I was throwing them back. It was all love. We was cool. Now the main nigga I said out they crew that was always woofing. This nigga his name Drake. You know what I'm saying? Um, that was the end on that situation. You know what I'm saying? But further more with the guy Dre, the the mouthy one that was talking the most shit. This guy, a couple years go by, he get killed. How he get killed? He got killed because he got into it with this girl that he was messing with, boyfriend. So he called himself snooping around their business or whatnot. Got up on them and caught them arguing and some shit. He jumped in it, woofing that dog. Dog telling him like, "Hey, chill. This don't got nothing to do with you. This me and her. Blah blah blah." Dre, like I said, with that mouth, kept going. Dog upped and blew his ass, killed him right there. You know what I'm saying? And it was his mouth that got him killed. I went to his funeral and everything, just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? And I went because, like I said, we turned the negative into a positive. You know, and he was actually cool after that. And then a couple years go by, he got killed. It's just crazy. So yeah, I went to his funeral. I paid my respect. I'm not like that. I'm not. I don't hate nobody or none of that. And especially if we can, come to an agreement, to get on good terms and we straight after that, then yeah, I'm gonna pay my respects. Flat out. That's just real in me. You know. But that conclude that story. Lesson behind this is, a short temper, can put you in a lot of shit. So just control your temper, your emotions. And just be cool. Let the shit go because it can go left. Just like what the fuck I said. This shit started in the hotel room and this shit ended up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? It get real like that. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and you drink pour.